In every corner of Mexico, there are places that don't just look beautiful, they look unreal. Hidden worlds that exist far beyond the usual travel routes, waiting silently to be discovered. And today, we've come to reveal one of Mexico's most magical secrets. A place where nature paints in colors you won't believe. Where the water turns pink, the sky melts into pastel shades, and the entire world feels like a living dream. Welcome to Dynamic Expeditions. Welcome to a brand new travel adventure. Welcome to episode 47. I'm Aditya, and today, I bring you one of the most surreal wonders of Mexico. Las Coloradas, the Pink Lagoon. In our previous episode, we explored top 10 extreme hidden adventures in Vietnam. If you missed it, the link is in the description, make sure to check it out. And if you are new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and enable notifications bell, so you never miss these cinematic journeys across the world. Today, we travel deep into the Yucatan Peninsula to witness a place that looks straight out of a fantasy world. Pink waters, glowing reflections, and colors that seem too perfect to be real. If you love traveling, exploring unseen wonders, and experiencing the magic of nature, then you are in the right place, because only on Dynamic Expeditions will you find journeys like these. For the best experience, watch in full screen. Let the landscapes, the colors, and the magic take over your world. Now let's begin today's magical episode 47. Las Coloradas, Mexico's Pink Lagoon. Sparkles Mexican. Today 10th Las Coloradas magical place is Higher El Agulla, the petrified waterfalls. High in the misty mountains of Oaxaca, far from the bustling tourist trails, lies a place where nature seems to have frozen time itself. Welcome to Higher El Agulla, the petrified waterfalls. At first glance, you might think you are staring at a giant white waterfall spilling down a cliff, but the truth is even more magical. This is not flowing water, but solid rock, slowly formed over centuries. Nature has painted a surreal masterpiece here, where every curve, every ripple, every layer tells a story older than human memory. The story of Higher El Agulla begins deep within the mountains. Mineral-rich spring water has been seeping through these cliffs for thousands of years. Over time, the minerals crystallized, creating cascading stone formations that look like waterfalls frozen in motion. Imagine standing at the top and seeing these natural sculptures glistening in the sun, each layer telling the patient story of the earth. These calcified cliffs are a reminder of the beauty that patience and time can create. But Higher El Agulla is not just a visual wonder, it's an experience for all senses. The air here is crisp and fresh, carrying the faint scent of wildflowers from the nearby hills. The soft breeze brushes against your skin, and when the first rays of the morning sun touch the cliffs, the entire scene transforms into something almost otherworldly. The white stone glows, reflecting shades of gold and pink as the sun rises, making it feel like you've stepped into a painting rather than a real place. And if that wasn't enough, at the very top of the cliffs are natural infinity pools, turquoise water perfectly balanced at the edge of the precipice. The water here is calm, inviting, and magical, reflecting the sky and the surrounding mountains like a giant mirror. It's the perfect spot to pause, breathe, and let the surreal surroundings sink in. Every ripple in the pool seems to echo the quiet power of the mountains, and every reflection tells a story of a world untouched by time. Fun facts: the name Higher El Agulla literally means the water boils, even though the water isn't hot at all. This name comes from the way the mineral springs bubble gently as they trickle down the cliffs, giving the illusion of boiling water. And depending on the sunlight and your viewing angle, Higher El Aguila can appear entirely different, pale white, golden, or even glowing pink. It's a magical chameleon of a place. Best time to visit, early morning, between 6 and 8 a.m., when the golden hour bathes the cliffs in warm light. Sunri say here isn't just a time of day. It's a moment when the entire landscape seems to hold its breath, inviting you to witness a miracle carved by nature itself. Travel tip: to fully enjoy your visit, bring swimwear. Those clifftop infinity pools are open for visitors. Also, wear sturdy shoes for walking along the uneven stone paths. And don't forget sunscreen and a hat, as the sun can get intense even in the morning. Arrive early to avoid crowds and capture the perfect photos before tour groups arrive. Visiting Higher El Aguila is not just about seeing something incredible. It's about feeling it, the sheer scale, the patience of the natural world, and the quiet, mystical beauty that makes you step back and marvel at what Earth can create when left undisturbed. Whether you are a traveler, a photographer, or simply someone seeking a magical moment, Higher El Aguila promises a journey into a world where water flows in stone and time seems to stand still. So take your time, breathe in the mountains, step carefully along the cliff edges, and let yourself be completely immersed in one of Mexico's most surreal landscapes. Higher El Aguila isn't just a destination, it's an experience that will stay with you long after you leave. Today 9th Las Coloradas magical place is Sumidero Canyon, the vertical wonderland. Imagine a river cutting through cliffs so tall they seem to touch the sky, cliffs older than time itself. Welcome to Sumidero Canyon, a vertical wonder tucked away in the heart of Chiapas, Mexico. The first time you see it, you'll feel as if you've stepped into a lost world, untouched, towering, and unbelievably magical. The canyon's sheer walls rise up to 1,000 meters, creating a natural fortress of stone that seems to guard the secrets of the river below. Sumidero Canyon's history is as ancient as its cliffs. Formed nearly 35 million years ago, it predates the Grand Canyon. Over millennia, the Grijalva River carved its way through the mountains, leaving behind this stunning masterpiece of nature. Today, the canyon stands as a testament to the power of patience and the beauty of geological artistry. Every crevice, every ledge, every hidden waterfall tells a story of time slowly shaping the earth. But Sumidero Canyon is not just about size, it's about atmosphere. From the water's edge, the river looks emerald green, reflecting the dense jungle and the towering cliffs above. Mist often rises from the river, giving the canyon a mystical, almost enchanted feeling. If you listen closely, the sound of rushing water echoes off the stone walls, creating a serene symphony that makes you forget the outside world. It's the kind of place that makes you feel both small and alive at the same time. Fun facts: the canyon is so deep and mysterious that it appears on the Chiapas state emblem, symbolizing both natural beauty and cultural pride. Hidden waterfalls cascade into the river in secret pockets along the cliffs. Many so secluded that few ever see them without a boat. Wildlife thrives here too. Crocodiles, monkeys, and a variety of bird species call this canyon home. Best time to visit, October through March is ideal, when the skies are clear and the sunlight highlights the canyon's dramatic textures and colors. The emerald green water, the mist rising from the river, and the sunlight hitting the cliffs combine to create truly cinematic scenes. Perfect for photography, meditation, or simply soaking in the magic. Travel tip: The best way to experience Sumidero Canyon is by boat ride along the Grijalva River. From the river, the scale of the cliffs becomes apparent, and you can discover hidden waterfalls, caves, and wildlife that are invisible from the road above. Bring a camera, sunscreen, and comfortable walking shoes for any small hikes near the docking areas. For the ultimate experience, go early in the morning. Fewer crowds and golden hour sunlight make the scenery even more surreal. Visiting Sumidero Canyon isn't just about seeing it, it's about feeling it. The combination of sheer vertical cliffs, hidden wonders, and the slow, patient river flowing through them creates a sense of awe and wonder that few other places can match. Every glance, every moment, reminds you of the power and beauty of untouched nature. Step into the canyon, listen to the river's whispers, and let the vertical walls of Sumidero remind you how magical the natural world can truly be. This isn't just a canyon, it's an experience, one that stays with you long after you leave. Today 8th Las Coloradas magical place is Grutas de Tolantongo, the hidden hot spring paradise. Tucked away in the mountains of Hidalgo, Mexico, lies a secret valley that feels like it belongs in a dream. Welcome to Grutas de Tolantongo, a hidden hot spring paradise where turquoise waters, steaming caves, and warm mineral pools blend seamlessly with the surrounding cliffs. From the moment you step into this mystical valley, the mist envelopes you, and the sound of flowing water guides you deeper into a world untouched by time. The story of Tolantongo begins with local farmers who first noticed warm steam rising from the mountainsides, hinting at the magical waters hidden within. Over time, the springs were discovered and opened to visitors, revealing a surreal landscape of pools, rivers, and natural caves carved by centuries of mineral-rich water. What nature created here feels intentional, as if someone designed the perfect spa in the middle of a remote valley. But what truly makes Tolantongo magical is the sheer variety of experiences it offers. Dozens of cliffside hot pools line the canyon walls, each one offering a unique view of the emerald cliffs and turquoise river below. The Thermal River glows a brilliant shade of blue-green, inviting travelers to immerse themselves in its warm embrace. Natural caves, waterfalls, and secret corners complete the experience, a real-life fantasy spa where every turn reveals another enchanting scene. Fun facts: some pools are naturally shaped like infinity hot tubs, allowing you to float as if suspended in midair above the river valley. The water is rich in minerals, believed to have soothing effects on muscles and skin. Tolantongo is not just a visual wonder, it's a full-body rejuvenation experience crafted by nature itself. Best time to visit: November through April, when the water is warmest and the surrounding mountains are clear of heavy rainfall. Early mornings are particularly magical, as the rising mist drapes the valley in a soft, ethereal glow, and you can enjoy the pools before the crowds arrive. Travel tip: to make the most of your visit, arrive early, ideally around 7 to 8 am, before tour groups flood the pools. Bring swimwear, water shoes, and a waterproof bag for your camera. The paths along the cliffs can be slippery, so take your time walking and savor every corner of this hidden paradise. Don't forget to explore the caves. Some of the most spectacular pools and waterfalls are tucked away inside. Visiting Grutas de Tolantongo isn't just about dipping in hot springs, it's about stepping into a mystical landscape where water, stone, and mist combine to create an unforgettable, magical journey. Every pool, every waterfall, and every cave tells the story of centuries of natural artistry, waiting for those willing to wander off the beaten path. So take a deep breath, feel the warm mineral water on your skin, and let the hidden paradise of Tolantongo reveal its secrets, a true Mexican wonder that feels both timeless and otherworldly. Today's 7th Las Coloradas magical place is Isla Holbox, the bioluminescent beach. As the sun sets over the Yucatan Peninsula, a quiet magic awakens along the shores of Isla Holbox. At night, the waves here glow a vivid neon blue, as if stars themselves have tumbled from the heavens and scattered across the ocean. Walking along the beach, your footsteps spark brief illuminations in the sand, creating a surreal, dreamlike pathway that seems to lead straight into a fantasy world. This is one of Mexico's most magical nighttime spectacles, where nature transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary. The story of this glow begins with tiny microorganisms called dinoflagellates, which thrive in the warm, shallow waters of Holbox. These microorganisms emit light when disturbed, creating a stunning natural phenomenon known as bioluminescence. Over centuries, this hidden magic has remained a secret of the island, only revealed to those patient enough to stay past sunset and experience the silent wonder of the glowing waves. What makes Isla Holbox so magical isn't just the light itself, but the feeling it evokes. The beach is silent, devoid of the usual hum of crowds and traffic, and the sky above is a blanket of stars, reflected and multiplied by the glowing ocean below. The contrast of the dark night with the vibrant, neon blue waves makes it feel as if the boundary between earth, sea, and sky has vanished. Each gentle wave brushing the shore sends ripples of light across the sand, inviting you to pause, breathe, and marvel at the fragile beauty of nature's secrets. Fun facts: if you walk barefoot along the sand, every footprint you leave behind glows for a few seconds, creating a trail of luminous steps. The effect is strongest on nights without clouds, where the water itself seems to come alive. Locals often describe the experience as walking among fallen stars, a poetic reflection of the natural wonder surrounding them. Best time to visit: July through January offers the peak bioluminescence, when the water is warm and the dinoflagellates are most active. The darkest nights away from city lights will provide the most intense glow, making it ideal for photography, videography, or simply immersing yourself in the magical scenery. Travel tip: avoid nights around the full moon, as moonlight dims the glowing effect, reducing the brilliance of the waves. To fully enjoy the experience, bring a flashlight to navigate the sandy paths safely, and consider renting a kayak or paddleboard to witness the glowing water from the ocean itself, a perspective that magnifies the magic tenfold. Visiting Isla Holbox at night isn't just about seeing something extraordinary, it's about feeling it. Every step, every wave, and every reflection in the water immerses you in a dreamlike world where the ocean itself seems alive. The combination of glowing water, silent beaches, and starry skies creates a sense of wonder that stays with you long after the night ends. So take your time, step gently into the glowing waves, and let Isla Holbox reveal its magical nocturnal beauty. One of Mexico's most enchanting secrets. Today's 6th Las Coloradas magical place is Copper Canyon, the Grand Canyon's bigger cousin. Stretching across the rugged mountains of northern Mexico lies a land of staggering scale and breathtaking beauty. Copper Canyon, a network of 6 interconnected canyons that together are 4 times larger than the Grand Canyon. The first time you see it, it's hard to believe that such a vast, dramatic landscape exists in our world. Towering cliffs, deep gorges, and layers of rock that shift color with the sunlight create a visual symphony that seems almost unreal. Copper Canyon isn't just about its immense size. This is home to the Raramuri people, known for their legendary long-distance running. For centuries, they've lived in harmony with the land, traversing steep cliffs and rugged terrain with a grace and endurance that seems almost superhuman. Their villages are tucked into hidden valleys and cliff faces, adding a cultural richness to the natural wonder. What makes Copper Canyon truly magical is the way light and atmosphere interact with the landscape. In the morning, mist drifts through the gorges, softening the edges of the cliffs and creating ethereal layers of depth. As the sun rises higher, the rocks glow in rich copper hues, giving the canyon its name and turning the terrain into a living painting. The sheer scale of the cliffs and valleys creates a sense of awe, as if you are standing at the edge of the earth itself. Fun facts: the canyon network is 4 times larger than the Grand Canyon, yet far less crowded, offering a sense of solitude and adventure. The Raramuri runners can cover incredible distances along the canyon trails, sometimes running barefoot, demonstrating a harmony with the landscape that visitors can only marvel at. Hidden waterfalls, deep gorges, and panoramic overlooks make every turn a new discovery. Best time to visit: October through April, when the skies are clear, the sunlight enhances the copper tones, and the weather is perfect for exploration. Early morning is ideal for misty, cinematic shots and serene landscapes that capture the canyon's full magical potential. Travel tip: the best way to experience Copper Canyon is via the Ep47 train, one of the world's most scenic rail journeys. Snaking through the canyon network, the train offers unparalleled views of cliffs, gorges, and forests, giving you a cinematic experience from the comfort of your seat. Bring binoculars, a camera, and dress in layers. Temperatures can vary dramatically between valley floors and cliff tops. Visiting Copper Canyon isn't just about seeing a giant canyon, it's about feeling the scale, the history, and the magic. Every layer of rock, every valley, and every village tells a story of nature and humanity intertwined. Whether you explore by train, on foot, or from a cliffside lookout, the grandeur of Copper Canyon leaves an unforgettable imprint on your soul. So take your time, breathe in the crisp mountain air, and let Copper Canyon's vastness, colors, and cultural depth remind you why the world still holds places of pure, magical wonder. Today's fifth Las Coloradas magical place is Bacalar Lagoon, the Lake of Seven Colors. Nestled in the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico lies a place where water itself seems to have been painted by nature. Welcome to Bacalar Lagoon, famously known as the Lake of Seven Colors. From above, the lagoon looks like a living watercolor masterpiece, with 7 distinct shades of blue blending seamlessly, reflecting the sky and the surrounding greenery. Every ripple, every sunlight reflection, and every cloud passing overhead transforms the scene into a new, magical composition. Bacalar is not just a visual wonder, it's also a place steeped in history. Centuries ago, it was an ancient Maya settlement and a crucial trading hub. Traders navigated its calm waters to transport goods, while local communities built their lives along its banks. Today, while the modern world hums around it, Bacalar retains its timeless serenity, feeling like a hidden secret waiting to be discovered by those who seek magic in the natural world. What makes Bacalar truly magical is the way light dances on its waters. The lagoon shifts colors throughout the day, depending on sunlight, cloud patterns, and depth. Crystal clear waters create mirror-like reflections of the sky and surrounding vegetation, making every photograph and every video frame feel like a painting. The calmness of the lagoon amplifies the sense of peace, making it an ideal escape from the hustle of daily life. Fun facts: the 7 colors aren't just poetic, they range from deep navy to turquoise, azure, teal, and light sky blue, each one visible depending on where you stand. The lagoon also has freshwater cenotes scattered along its edges, adding mysterious natural pools and hidden diving spots for adventurous explorers. Best time to visit: November through May, when the skies are clear and the water shines brightest. Early morning is perfect for calm reflections and cinematic shots, while late afternoon offers golden-hour tones that make the lagoon look like a glowing painting. Travel tip: to truly experience Baccalaureate, rent a sailboat or kayak. Motorized engines are restricted to protect the fragile ecosystem. Glide across the waters, explore hidden corners, and discover cenotes tucked along the edges. Bring polarized sunglasses to see the subtle layers of colors in the water, and don't forget your camera. Every angle is postcard perfect. Visiting Baccalaureate Lagoon is more than a sightseeing trip, it's an experience where nature's artistry and history merge, inviting you to slow down, observe, and soak in the tranquil magic. Every shade of blue, every reflection, and every gentle ripple tells the story of a place where time feels suspended and where beauty flows freely in every direction. So step aboard, let the sailboat drift, and immerse yourself in the enchanting waters of Baccalaureate, a true natural masterpiece and one of Mexico's most magical destinations. Today's fourth Las Coloradas magical place is Cenote Iquil, the sacred blue sinkhole. Hidden deep within the Yucatan jungle lies one of the most magical and sacred places in all of Mexico, Cenote Iquil. From above, it looks like a giant circular opening carved perfectly into the earth. But the real magic begins the moment you step inside. As you descend the stone staircase and reach the platform, the world suddenly transforms. You are surrounded by hanging green vines, emerald plants clinging to the walls, and a massive pool of deep sapphire blue water shimmering more than 25 meters below. It feels less like a natural formation and more like a portal to another world. Iquil is not just beautiful, it's ancient, powerful, and deeply spiritual. This cenote was once used by the Maya civilization for sacred rituals and offerings. For them, cenotes were gateways to the underworld. Places where gods listened, spirits moved, and the boundaries between the natural and supernatural blur. Standing here, with light rays floating through the vines and illuminating the water below, you can truly feel that energy. It's as if the entire sinkhole is alive, breathing, glowing, inviting you into its depths. What makes Iquil magical is its shape. Unlike most cenotes, Iquil is perfectly round, with an 85-foot vertical drop straight down into the water. The walls are covered with hanging roots and vines that fall like natural curtains, gently swaying with the breeze. When the sunlight beams through the top opening, it creates floating shafts of golden light that dance across the water, giving the entire place an almost cinematic, dreamlike appearance. Every moment here feels surreal, like you are inside an ancient fantasy world. Fun fact: Cenote Iquil has been the stage for the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series, not once but twice. Professional divers from around the globe jumped from platforms placed high above the cenote, turning this mystical sinkhole into a world-famous extreme sports arena. It shows just how deep, wide, and spectacular this place truly is. Best time to visit: morning, before the tour buses arrive from Chichen Itza. Early sunlight hitting the cenote creates the best reflections and the calmest water. Plus, arriving early gives you the experience the Maya once had: pure silence, pure magic. Travel tip: carry water shoes. The limestone edges around the cenote can be slippery, and water shoes give better grip when you walk down the staircase or swim near the rocky sides. Also, Keep your phone or camera in a waterproof case. Splashes are common, especially when people jump from the lower platforms. Cenote Ikkil is more than a swimming spot. It's a journey back in time. A place where nature, mythology, and adventure meet in one breathtaking circle of blue. With its hanging vines, ancient history, sacred energy, and magical light, Ikkil stands as one of the most unforgettable places in Mexico, and a destination that feels like stepping into the heart of a living legend. Today's third Las Coloradas magical place is Cenote Surtun, the Light Beam Temple. Hidden in the heart of Hidalgo lies one of the most geometrically perfect natural wonders on the planet, the Prismas basalticos. At first glance, it looks like an artist sculpted thousands of stone pillars and stacked them side by side. But the truth is even more magical. Nature did all of this on its own. As you approach, the sound of rushing water fills the air. Then you see it. A waterfall cascading over tall, perfectly shaped hexagon columns, each one fitting together like pieces of a giant stone puzzle. These basaltic prisms are so precise, so sharp, so symmetrical that it's hard to believe they were not carved by human hands. Millions of years ago, volcanic lava flowed through this valley. As it cooled slowly, it contracted and cracked into geometric patterns, forming thousands of hexagonal pillars standing upright like an ancient organ pipe. Over time, rainwater and rivers carved their way across these columns, creating the layered waterfalls you see today. It's geology, art, and magic all in one place. What makes this wonder even more fascinating? These hexagon rock formations exist in only a few places on Earth, including Iceland and Northern Ireland, and Mexico's version is one of the most dramatic because of the flowing water. Down below, the waterfalls create a soft mist that rises between the pillars, giving the whole canyon a dreamlike glow. And from above, the columns look like nature's own architecture, rows and rows of perfect geometric patterns stretching into the distance. Here's a fun fact: the symmetry of these rocks is so mathematically precise that scientists still use them to study natural fractal patterns. And yet, standing here, it all feels less like science and more like stepping into a fantasy world carved by the planet itself. Best time to visit: June to August, when the waterfalls are strongest and the mist catches the sunlight, creating a golden shimmer. Travel tip: don't miss the suspension bridge. From up there, you get the most cinematic view: the waterfall, the hexagon pillars, and the entire canyon in one perfect shot. Prismas basalticos isn't just a place you visit. It's a place that reminds you how creative nature truly is, shaping art from fire, time, and flowing water. Today's second Las Coloradas magical place is the Prismas basalticos, the hexagon stone waterfalls. Hidden in the heart of Hidalgo lies one of the most geometrically perfect natural wonders on the planet, the Prismas basalticos. At first glance, it looks like an artist sculpted thousands of stone pillars and stacked them side by side. But the truth is even more magical: nature did all of this on its own. As you approach, the sound of rushing water fills the air. Then you see it. A waterfall cascading over tall, perfectly shaped hexagon columns, each one fitting together like pieces of a giant stone puzzle. These basaltic prisms are so precise, so sharp, so symmetrical that it's hard to believe they were not carved by human hands. Millions of years ago, volcanic lava flowed through this valley. As it cooled slowly, it contracted and cracked into geometric patterns, forming thousands of hexagonal pillars standing upright like an ancient organ pipe. Over time, rainwater and rivers carved their way across these columns, creating the layered waterfalls you see today. It's geology, art, and magic all in one place. What makes this wonder even more fascinating? These hexagon rock formations exist in only a few places on Earth, including Iceland and Northern Ireland, and Mexico's version is one of the most dramatic because of the flowing water. Down below, the waterfalls create a soft mist that rises between the pillars, giving the whole canyon a dreamlike glow. And from above, the columns look like nature's own architecture, rows and rows of perfect geometric patterns stretching into the distance. Here's a fun fact: the symmetry of these rocks is so mathematically precise that scientists still use them to study natural fractal patterns. And yet, standing here, it all feels less like science and more like stepping into a fantasy world carved by the planet itself. Best time to visit: June to August, when the waterfalls are strongest and the mist catches the sunlight, creating a golden shimmer. Travel tip: don't miss the suspension bridge. From up there, you get the most cinematic view: the waterfall, the hexagon pillars, and the entire canyon in one perfect shot. Prismas Basalticos isn't just a place you visit. It's a place that reminds you how creative nature truly is, shaping art from fire, time, and flowing water. Today's first magical place is Las Coloradas, the Pink Lagoon. And now, we arrive at the most surreal destination of them all. It is the most magical place of this magical episode. A place so bright, so colorful, so otherworldly that your eyes need a moment to believe what they're seeing. Welcome to Las Coloradas, Mexico's legendary Pink Lagoon. Imagine standing beside a vast lake where the water isn't blue, but bubblegum pink. A shade so vivid it looks like someone poured paint across the horizon. Under the open Yucatan sky, the entire lagoon glows, soft pastels in the morning, neon pink at noon, and warm magenta in the late afternoon. It is nature at its boldest and most magical. For centuries, people wondered how this lagoon got its unbelievable color. The truth lies in its salt-rich water. The lagoon is home to red algae, plankton, and tiny salt-loving bacteria. When sunlight hits them, the water transforms into this bright pink masterpiece. This natural phenomenon is so unique that scientists still study how the shades shift and intensify throughout the day. What makes Las Coloradas even more magical is the reflection. On calm days, the surface turns into a perfect mirror, doubling the pink and blending it with the sky. It feels like stepping into a dream world where the horizon disappears and everything around you becomes a painting. And here's the best part. The color is 100% natural. No filters. No edits. Just pure sunlight and nature working together. A few fun facts. The lagoon lies inside a protected biosphere reserve, home to flamingos, rare birds, and delicate ecosystems. The pink shade changes constantly, soft at sunrise, intense at midday, and pastel in the early evening. And because the water is so salty, even tiny ripples sparkle in the sunlight. Best time to visit: 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. That's when the sun is directly overhead and the pink is at its strongest. Travel tips: drones may require permission. Swimming is strictly not allowed, the ecosystem is extremely delicate. And if you want stunning photos, wear light or white clothing, it contrasts beautifully with the pink water. Las Coloradas is more than a travel destination. It's proof that our planet still holds magic, places that don't follow the rules. and landscapes that feel like they belong in another universe. A perfect ending to today's journey. And the most magical place of the day. So that was the end of episode 47 of Dynamic Expeditions. If you enjoyed these magical and secret places, let us know in the comments which spot was your favorite. And the most interesting comment, I, Aditya, will pin it. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and enable notifications bell to join us on our next magical and hidden travel journeys. And share this video with your friends and family too, so they can enjoy these hidden wonders. If you have any suggestions or secret place ideas, drop them in the comments. The idea with the most likes will be featured in our next episode. Until then, keep exploring. Because we'll be back soon, episode 48 is coming. And in the next episode, we'll take you to even more delicious and famous street foods. We'll be back soon with new locations, new adventures, and new secrets. So stay tuned and keep watching Dynamic Expeditions. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss notifications for our upcoming magical journeys. And be a special part of the Dynamic Expeditions family. But adventure, exploration, and hidden wonders never end. Till then, stay tuned and keep watching Dynamic Expeditions every episode at 7:45 p.m.